All right, Simon. Hey, while they're going, why don't we crack into this and do a little Finnish cheers? Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. All right, there we go. As they say in Finnish, kiitos. Kiitos. Both players messed up the flick off. They're going to reflick. Simon, you may not have heard him cheers because he's drinking tea. It's a very British thing. You know, Brits and their tea. In America, we had a big tea party for them before the Revolutionary War.
It worked out pretty well for you guys.
That it did. All right, so we're going to be off here. Ola is
Best of 5. 3. Best of 3. Yeah. Best of 3.
Best of 3. You heard it, folks. Ola is the referee for this one. Finnish native himself. On your right, you have Jaro from Germany. And then on your left, you have Tomac, Preuss. Simon, who's your money on?
I'm gonna go with Jaro on this one.
Jaro? All right, I'm gonna go with Tomac. You wanna throw a 5 on it?
I'll throw a 5 on it.
All right,
Are we
so,
talking euros, dollars, or pounds?
Pesos.
Pesos.
I'm just kidding. All right, we're gonna talk euros.
Euros.
You heard it here first. Kevin, the inaugural Klask World Champ, has 5 on Tomac. And Simon, British announcer bro, has 5 on Jaro. We have Tomac playing with the ball in his corner. That almost sounds bad.
Almost, but he seems to be okay. He's very comfortable right now. He's not showing any signs.
Thankfully his mom didn't walk in on him.
Oh,
did you see that? He had both the biscuits stacked up. I've never seen that.
There's a very unique position for the biscuits to be in.
You know, that's the cool thing I love about Klask is that no matter how many times you play, I mean, I've probably played 2,000 times, and you always see something different.
Yeah.
Both players, again, playing the angles. Biscuits are out of contention, except for the 2 that are in Yaru's class. He could still connect them.
Well,
Angel save.
him.
Angel save, and they save him there.
Wow, and it was saying right there, Tomac was almost scoring against himself.
Oh, he picks one up.
He does.
He picks one up, and we see one go off the board, and we see the ball go off the board. Tomac gets to choose his side. He asks if Jaro is ready. He says he's ready. Serves, and they're off, folks. They're playing angles again. Oh, another angel save.
Yeah. I mean, for the first point of the first game, this is shaping up to be a pretty good final.
It is, yeah. You know, one time Mikkel and I were at a convention, and we had 10 minutes before the convention, and during that whole 10 minutes, no one scored a point. And we had to call it 0-0 game because it was the longest point in history.
Yep.
And we might be witnessing that right here, folks.
Well, I don't think
that's 3 times the ball has gone off.
Yeah, I don't think either player would want to call it there as a 0-0 game, though.
Oh, no. They wouldn't call it, but I'm saying this might be in contention for the longest point ever. But it's not, because Tomac takes and scores one off of a side backboard goal.
Yeah, but Jaro there just pretty much unfazed by the fact that he's lost the first point. He knows there's a long way to go.
Well, that's how you got to play if you're going to be a world champion. Again, wow, we haven't seen this many balls off the field this entire game. I mean, that's 4.
Yeah.
For this is just this game, though.
You can see the kind of strength that the players.
Oh, and a biscuit point to make it 1-1. Jaro, very technical.
If you can play,
God, I love those.
If you can play faster than your opponent can see, then you're in a very good position. 5. Yeah.
Hey, should we take an over and under bet as to how many times we're going to see the ball go off the table? That could be fun.
Well, there you go. Immediately, Jaro just scores
Jaro
straight
scores
into goal.
one, but fixes his score denoter there because he moved it 1 extra. That's a gentleman.
Yeah, he's getting ahead of himself a little bit.
Ooh.
Some very careful and deliberate placing from Jaro there.
You know, one thing I've noticed about Tomac when he played, he like, one of my personal strategies is always, well, he loses a biscuit, that's great, and puts one in.
Yeah.
But one thing I've always noticed about Tomac is when there are biscuits on the other players, he doesn't play the ball towards them that often. That's something I always try to do. There's 6.
There's 6, yeah.
We should have taken an over and under on this. This is ridiculous.
We're seeing a 2-2 draw at the moment, and neither player showing any signs of weakness.
Angel save with a biscuit collected. Tomac goes for a straight one.
It looks like Jaro wants to get rid of that biscuit if he can.
He just had an opportunity.
He's really eking it out. But Very just controls the board as much as he can, making sure that Tomac has no opportunity to respond.
Man, what an intense...
Whoa, and very
great
good
defensive move, and it's so the only biscuit point available.
Wow.
Doesn't come into contention because Tomac puts one in off the backboard, off the back of Jaro's striker.
Yeah, it takes just a second of loss of concentration to lose a point.
That's the crazy, ridiculous beauty of this sport, is that you have to be concentrating all the time because there's so much happening. You have the biscuits to worry about, especially when they're not on your side, and you have the ball that you're trying to score, and then you have to watch out for the Klask. But at the same time, the game is so simple.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show there, so simple. Either make a biscuit point, score a goal, and we're seeing goals scored by each player.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at 6 threats on the board at a time, and it's not easy to deal with. You can see Jaro with 2 biscuits on his field. He picks up one, trying to send it back to his opponent, but unfortunately...
Oh, great play. Off the sidewall, off the back wall, uses that biscuit as a point. I was just saying how he doesn't do that, and then he goes and does it. That's great.
It goes to show that's the level of a champion right there, is able to surprise you at all times.
Oh, wow, this is a cider.
Did you not know?
I did not know. Surprise. 4-3 game. Tomac playing with that biscuit behind his, puts it behind his Klask, and now both players making swipes at the biscuit but missing.
He's very comfortable at the moment, though.
Both players are very comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, most people would start to choke, kind of.
Look at that!
That's it. He goes straight.
Love it. Crowd is going wild. Crowd's getting into it now. Absolutely. I like that.
It's the level of play that they came to watch.
You know, that's what I love about Klask too, is that the crowd can really, because they can understand it. You know, you have other sports like basketball, professional football. Maybe you played in high school, isn't that? But this is a sport that all players, regardless of skill level, can get started in and understand. Look at that. Ribs went out.
There's so very few simple rules to Klask that you don't need to know the offside rule.
Right, exactly.
It's very easy to learn, and
you don't need 4 referees.
Yeah,
you could if you wanted.
If you really want.
But
it almost transcends language.
And you know, man, we don't have time for today, but it does transcend language. I have a very cool story about that.
Wow! And he closes out the first game.
Tomac takes it to a game 2, where he is now up 1 game to 9.
Tomac taking the first game, and Jaro's going to have to look for something special here if he wants to start. Well,
thankfully that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Happened before the serve, so he gets to reset. He's just testing out his striker.
Yeah, he's making sure he's got every opportunity available to him. He's not quite happy just yet. It might be the board.
You know, earlier you talked about transcending language. We were in Sweden at the Comic-Con one time. I was able to play, explain, and work with these players that were playing Klask that were deaf. And I didn't know sign language. I didn't know Swedish. They couldn't lip read me. So I really do believe that is the beauty of Klask, how simple it is. We see Jaro taking a 1-0 lead with an angle goal.
Yeah.
Jaro trying to play with that biscuit, puts it over and gets it back on his side. So both players with the biscuit on their side now. Jaro with the biscuit on his striker.
Tomac's not really looking to make an advantage out of that at the moment. He's
just leaving that biscuit go in his corner.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just a very dangerous place for the biscuit to be. Like, if I was Jaro, I would be playing that ball towards the corner because it can bounce off very oddly.
Yeah, you can't predict it in that kind of sense. And
now, Simon, you and I played Klask earlier today. How did that turn out?
I think it was pretty close, right? You were your own worst enemy.
Well, I think I beat you left-handed twice.
You did, but you did manage to score against yourself quite often. So how skillful could you claim to be, Kevin?
Look at that. Jaro trying to barrage the goal of Tomac. Not working.
Yeah.
Again, see, look, there's that biscuit in the corner.
Wow.
Doesn't even use it.
He circles around the ball before shooting, and then because Tomac has no idea where he's going.
No, exactly.
It's over.
He totally deked him out.
Yeah. Wow, and Tomac just playing against himself just there.
He almost scored on himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was almost his own worst enemy.
Jaro just very calm and collected, almost scores
That's
a point.
7.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're keeping track at home, ladies and gentlemen, but that's 7. And
Wow.
Tomac is able to sink it and stick it in there, making it a 1-point game. Oh, a dual pickup. Look at that. It's like they went on a double date. See, now Tomac should be playing that. There you go. He tried, but he missed.
Yeah, and Jaro's just being very careful. Tomac trying to force that ball into the corner, but...
Oh, but he
There you
forced
go.
it into his own goal.
Yeah. And sometimes you are your own worst enemy. Wow, and Tomac really trying to assert some kind of control and dominance.
Ooh, rims out the front.
Yeah, it's a very aggressive game from Tomac so far. Wow.
And there we go. Jaro has to maintain this lead and score 3 points in order to take this to a game 3.
Yeah, he's only halfway there for a victory, so...
But he's more than halfway now.
There you
he's
go.
3/4. What do they call 3/4 in Britain?
75%?
Well, or like pence.
What?
I don't know.
But there we go. We've got Jaro really trying to come back from this. He's
Ooh,
playing
Jaro
very
does
aggressive.
a great job playing with that biscuit. It looks like it's pip side up and he takes it.
Wow.
Wow.
What an aggressive,
What a
but
great
fantastic
move. I don't know if he meant that, but it doesn't matter.
Well, you can say that he did because that's what happened. And Jaro almost.
So now Tomac has to score 4 unanswered goals. This is a tough spot to be in because you have no room to play with here.
Yeah,
you have to be on point all the time.
Even with 2 biscuits in Jaro's own goal, he seems to be asserting nothing but control on this game.
He lost that first one, and now he's coming back with a vengeance. He wants to take this to a game 3. But Tomac doesn't want to let it up that easy.
The defense from...
Oh! That almost looked like a Klask, but
Will the
I
ref
don't think it
call
was.
it?
The ref doesn't
No.
call it.
Wow.
And wow, what a play. What a play.
Some people might be upset by that. They might say it was a Klask, but if the ref didn't call it,
You know,
then it's
but
all fair.
that's the beauty. It's kind of like the good old American baseball where we don't go to instant replay. We let the ref or the players decide the game, and the ref went with not a Klask.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we have to respect that.
Yeah, they respect the game, they know the game, and that's how we have to go.
All right, so now we're at a final,
Yeah.
game 3.
I'm gonna say Jaro's gonna take it, judging.
I don't
from
know.
the last
You know
one.
what? I'm just rooting for a 5-5 point. Like I want to get into it. I want to really lay into this.
Right.
And just get wild.
Well, you can see Tomac has already got a biscuit on his piece there, and another one in the backfield. He's really avoiding that corner. Jaro could apply a lot of pressure if he chose.
And he's trying to, but he's just not being accurate with it.
Yeah, I think he's playing it too fast. He's not giving Tomac
I agree with you.
enough
I
time.
100% agree with you. You know, that's a beautiful thing about Klask is you got to know when to put the brakes on and when to give it the gas.
But he does bring the biscuit out into Tomac's
Whoa,
there, and he gets
man.
it.
Gets him. It was just spinning there, spinning. And what do you know? Sticks it to Tomac.
Yeah, that disco ball of a biscuit.
Disco. It's a disco biscuit.
It's a disco biscuit.
Disco biscuit, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, and
Oh,
Jaro
man.
just hot on the biscuit there and didn't even care.
Tomac set to serve short side. He does that short side serve, and look at that results in a return with another return into the goal.
Yeah, it's deadly accuracy from Tomac there, and
wow, we see an ace. He just barely touched the biscuit, which threw Tomac off. He wasn't able to adjust. I was really hoping for the return ace there.
Yeah.
I want to see that one time this tournament.
And
wow,
immediately
Jaro playing the biscuits like it's nobody's business but his.
And so very nearly scoring goals for both sides there, and Tomac just plays himself.
Tomac is he's in a dangerous spot now. 2 points left for Jaro before he wins and claims the Klask World Championship crown. Tomac having to score 5 points. It doesn't have to be unanswered, but man, he's in a tough spot right now.
Yeah, I mean,
he's got to be feeling the pressure.
Jaro's in a very comfortable position here, but he can't let up. I mean, Tomasz is not going to allow him to.
Oh, he loses the biscuit.
Wow.
And then takes one. In and out.
Very
wow,
nearly.
he really needed he needed that to not go in.
Tomac just playing the ball there in the perfect position he chooses. He knows how he wants to play this game, but Jaro just really not letting him get back in this.
We can hear the clickety clack of the Klask board going back and forth.
Wow,
And there we go. Tomac not ready to give up without a fight.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you saw that.
That's the Polish eagle in him. You know, that's their national bird. Well, I don't know if it's their national bird, but I know it's a Polish eagle on the flag.
There's a quick flicker of doubt.
Flickaroo.
Across, yeah.
I like that. Does that have anything to do with Dunkaroos?
Yeah,
the old childhood snack.
It was probably an American Dunkaroo.
Did you have Dunkaroos?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. All right, so
let's get back to the game.
Back to the game. We have a 4-2 lead. Jaro, oh man, goes for the straight shot. We haven't seen many of those, but he ribs it out.
Well, it's down to a single magnet, so it's all down to player skill right now.
Yep. It's an offense-defense game. Who's got the better offense? Who's got the weaker defense?
I'm going to give it to Tomac. I think Jaro plays an exquisite magnet game, but when it comes down to point-to-point shooting, Tomac's got him beat ever so slightly. And you can just see the aggressiveness in here. It's
Both
not
players
wild.
playing aggressive. Look at that. Because Jaro is playing so aggressive, he's not sticking it. He's got to have a little bit of finesse. Ooh,
And the
that
ref
looked like a
will call
Klask. What's the ref calling?
Yep.
He calls it. It's a Klask, folks. Yep.
There's a clear loss of control as a Klask.
And you know what? Good move by Tomac, because I think if he would have kept playing, the ref just would have decided that no.
Yeah.
But,
Wow.
What do we got? We got a game, ladies and gentlemen. We got a game. 4-4 now.
It's everything to win and everything to lose. Jaro just immediately serves it back to him.
So, I think we might see a 5-5 point here.
We can
and
only
I hope
hope.
we do, because that man.
Yeah, Jaro just quite concerned about the missing biscuit there.
Oh,
quite
okay,
rightly so.
You don't want to play without a missing biscuit.
Yeah, especially when it's your strength. And the crowd really getting into it, and he takes it.
All right, looks like I owe you 5
You do indeed.
euros, Simon.
Kevin, it's
Shake
been
your hand on that.
an absolute pleasure commentating with you. It looks like Jaro is extremely elated.
Man, both players doing a phenomenal job playing. The confetti comes out. It's excitement. There's hugs. There's cheers.
And Jaro through.
Germany takes this one, though, folks. Mikkel to present the trophy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new Klask World Champion 2018, Jaro Koch from Germany. Congrats. Give it a big hand.